What's up, YouTube? Continuing on with the Blazer vlog here, slash LO swap. So this vid today, I'm gonna be jumping all over. It's not gonna be specific to anything. Something just pulled in. Right now, what I've done so far, I changed the front differential fluid, rear diff fluid, and the transfer case fluid. So on these, in case you don't know, I'm sure most of you already know, but in case you don't know, on these older transfer cases, well, actually the manual transfer cases, ones that you have to shift the shifter on the floor to shift it to 4-wheel, 4-high, 4-low, whatever. You can use regular ATF, regular transmission, automatic transmission fluid. If you have an electronic push button 4-wheel drive, then you got to use the specific GM, I think it's called Auto Track 2 fluid, and it's basically a blue trans fluid. I think some people call it like Smurf juice because it's blue, literally blue. I got some for my 2000 Chevy. This one I already changed it. I only put trans fluid. Something that happened to me a while ago on a different truck that I had. One time I undid the fill plug so I can undo the drain plug to let the air in so it could just flush out faster. But when I undid the fill plug, all the trans fluid, like bunch of trans fluid, just gushed out. I was like, what the heck? And when I read forms, apparently your transmission can leak fluid into your transfer case, which I did not know. And now you know, and knowing is half the power. G.I. Joe. So that's where I'm at. What I just finished doing, I got down here, I got the solder and heat gun, because what I just finished doing, this is the original 93 transfer case with the transmission. I had this for my, so the miles per hour, the computer, the PCM, the computer, for the LS motor can know how fast we're going. You have to splice into the VSS, the vehicle speed control or some shit. And when I looked at all the videos, everybody does LS swaps on, like, with the transmissions, no transfer cases. So I didn't know where that was, and I had to look it up, and it's actually on the transfer case, the VSS. So I spliced it in here so my regular 93 gauge will know the miles per hour and the computer, but I don't know if it's gonna work yet until I turn it on and drive it. But that's where I'm at right now. So I'm just gonna continue forward. And now on to the Efans. I went to the junkyard and I could not for the life of me find, there were so many, you know, Chevy Tahoes, Yukons, Silverados, so many of them, from ranging from, of course, OBS's, my 88s, 90s, to 2000s, 2002, 2003, but there was no 2004 or 5 or 6, whenever Efans started on the Silverados and Tahoes. I think it was 05. Anyway, I couldn't find any. So I gave up. As I was walking back, I ran across the Cadillac section, and there was a Caddy there, and I saw these that are decent size, so I was like, what the heck, I'll give them a try. I brought them home, I applied power, and one side turns on like at low RPMs or medium RPMs, the other side turns on high RPMs, so it's the low side and high side. So that's how I'm going to hook them up. One's going to go through the PCM, through the pin 42 in the blue, if I'm not mistaken, and then the other one to the AC. When I turn on the AC, the high one kicks on. So here's what I got, and as you can see, it does pretty much cover almost, well, not the entire radiator, but I mean lengthwise across, it covers the whole thing. So I think that's gonna be sufficient, should be sufficient, compared to the old clutch fan, which was just the middle of it. So I got the old OBS fan shroud, which when I stick it on there, yep, when I stick it on there, it hugs it. So I already got a cutting mark marked. I got it marked where I'm going to cut. So it hugs it and it leaves the fans like they're going to be exposed, or they're going to be free to suck all that air. So, and I do want some kind of fan shroud here still anyway. So here we go. Let's see how it looks after I cut it. Okay, I got it on there. I MacGyvered it. I cut the shroud already. That's pretty much how it looks. Pretty much ghetto rig zip tied at the bottom, and up here it bolts on to the old OBM shroud, and it's pretty much on there. It's kind of rattled on the other side. I'll have to address that some other time, but for now I just needed some kind of fans on there. But yeah, I'm gonna see how that works out. Let me go ahead and start on the wiring. Okay, so I already did all the wiring. I did what if you look up LS conversion, E-fan conversions, you'll see lots of tutorials how to hook these up. There's a lot of ways. The way I did it, I connected to the PCM to give me the ground to switch on the relay to turn on the low side. The high side, I have it right here still. I don't know if I already mentioned it before. If I did, I'm sorry. So I'm going to hook this up to the AC. When I power on the AC, it's going to turn on the high side, the high. So for now, the low side, it worked because it turned on. With using the free software, the PCM Hammer, and the other one, oh crap, I forgot what it's called, but the other one I mentioned before. So it worked. I was able to tune it for free to turn on the E-fan. So for now, it's running. For right now, it is stable at, I thought it was gonna really rise with just the low side. It's around 230. Around there. It's hovering around there with just the low on. I'm assuming if I turn on the high, it's going to lower it quite a bit quicker. I think the operating temperature for the LS engine is around 210. I mean, there's a lot of forums that say 1890, 195, 200, 210. So I'm around there. I'm sure if I'm driving it, it's going to go up, so the high side will have to turn on. For now, since I don't have the AC hooked up really, I'm probably just going to hook up a toggle switch or a switch to manually turn on the high fans for now until I get the AC hooked up. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the E-fans. I got the E-fans hooked up. They are working. Awesome. Awesome. I think next what I'm going to go ahead and do, the OBS onboard throttle cable is pretty short. I already went to the junkyard and grabbed one from a 2002, I think, truck. So I'm going to slap that on there. And I also got the, what's that called? Oh yeah, the cruise control. That's what I got. I got the other cruise control also from a 2000, because this one's also short to be able to reach this guy. So that's probably what I'll work on next, and then I'll show you what I got after that. Real quick note here, on the 2000s, I guess to 2002 or maybe more, this thing where the throttle body cable is, it's circular. The OBS, at least from 88 to 94 maybe, it's square, rectangular. Lengthwise, it's gonna fit. So I trimmed it down with a box knife or a box cutter. So let's see if it fits. Yep, it's good. Yep, that went in there nicely. Routed through on the aftermarket bracket that I bought on Amazon, and I put it on a setting. There's two positions you can set these at. These cheap Amazon ones. I put it on the middle one, and then I'm about to check the pedal real quick. Okay. I got the pedal to the floor, and looks like that pretty much opened it. Maybe like a tad, like barely a little bit of play, but I think it's gonna be good to go. Open throttle. Code came up for the throttle position sensor. I'm gonna adjust that. What I had to do on my truck when I installed this thing, I had to shave down up here, and I had to turn it think I turned it counterclockwise a tad bit and it worked out fine. So let me try that. Okay, it's done. I shaved it towards out and I turned it down this way. I'm going to clear the throttle body position sensor code, error code, and we'll see what happens. I got the cables hooked up, so let's do this. Alright, it's first ever drive. We are driving, bros. Fucking A. Awesome. I'm liking this. So far, on my dash, the only thing not working is my fuel. I screwed something up when I was installing the fuel pump, but everything else seems to be working. Oh, the water temperature, I haven't hooked that up yet. But other than that, oh man, it feels alright. It's a little shaky. So I'm gonna continue test drive. I'm going slow in the neighborhood right now because I'm not daring going fast for the moment. But I'll let you know how it goes. So first drive was pretty good, other than it was shaking quite a bit. Like there was a, I already know I have an exhaust leak right there because I felt it. Sounded like that's what it was. Hopefully that's what it was, because it was kind of shaky when I hit the gas, but once it would go, it would kind of go. It looks like it shifted okay. Remember, it's the old OBS transmission 4L60E, but the 93 version. But it seemed to have shifted okay. So other than that, I think that first drive was pretty good, even though it was shaky and I wasn't really flooring it. I wasn't really hitting it too hard because I was scared, you know. But oh man, it felt great though. It worked, it drove. I'm happy with that. No evident leaks. The belt stayed on after that MacGyver thing with the compressor and all that, so I'm happy with that. I ran the codes again. I didn't have no throttle position sensor code anymore, so that's good. I think I do have to tune the IAC because I get a whistle every time it turns on, but that's pretty normal when you get these Amazon aftermarket 92mm or 100 and what's the other one, 102, 104, I don't remember. But anyway, thanks for taking it along. I'm gonna end this video here, and be sure to catch me on the other next vlogs. So I'm gonna continue. I mean, this is still a lot more work to do, so I'm gonna continue vlogging this. For now, it drove. I'm happy with it. The Efans were great. I did end up just hooking these up in series, low and high, so they both turn on with the computer sending out the negative signal. All I did was I put the positive of the high onto the relay of the low side. When it turns on, it turns on altogether. So yep, that's that. But yeah, thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.